David had a chance to talk with Christian Borle when he was in town to speak with aspiring actors at Carnegie Mellon.
Yeah, and among the advice he's giving to them, and really to all of us, is to consider staying off social media.
Do you think people will be happier?
100%. Guaranteed.
Nope, you're not going to find Christian Borle on Facebook or Instagram.
Handyman makes everything he bakes satisfying and delicious.
But you can find him on stage, like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and more recently in the musical Some Like It Hot.
We didn't see a thing. I got cataracts.
For which he won his first Grammy for the cast album.
You're alive!
It's a beautiful award. It's like a classic gramophone award. I opened it up and it was just like glowing as it came out of the little like foam packaging that they make for it. It was great.
You can also find him on TV. He played a recurring character on the CBS series The Good Wife and The Good Fight. And then there's Smash.
Allow me to cut to the chase. I'll make another movie star. Can someone light my damn cigar?
He starred in the NBC show about the making of a musical, which is now, by the way, being made into an actual musical.
She'll soon be walking, 'cause the buck's
Do you feel like a proprietorship kind of thing? Like, don't mess with this.
No.
I did this.
I just have to let it go because there are people that are doing it that I love. I'm wishing them all the best, but I think people are going to be really excited by it.
He's been in movies, too, like The Bounty Hunter and Black Hat.
There's only one person who's authorized to access these terminals. Me.
A local guy living out a dream that started here.
So what's it like to come back to Pittsburgh?
Oh my God. It's been really nostalgic and emotional.
Christian grew up in Fox Chapel and says he fell in love with theater when he went to Shadyside Academy.
76 trombones led the big parade.
That's him in the High School Musical. Then he went on to Carnegie Mellon University, and it was his local teachers that he thanked when he won his first Tony Award.
I wouldn't be here without my incredible teachers in Pittsburgh.
Nearly 10 years ago, when he was starring in the musical Something Rotten,
Let's go in.
All right.
he took us to his dressing room for the KDKA show Your Pittsburgh, showing us the costumes, revealing his love of Star Wars,
So I always like to have a little Star Wars everywhere I go.
and showing us how he and the cast maybe had too much fun right off stage.
We get shushed sometimes because we're laughing and screaming back here while scenes are happening, and oftentimes we'll be basically standing right here, out of sight, while people are right here.
But he's not going to post about moments like that or anything else on social media. Let's get back to the advice that he gave to some students at CMU.
I just asked, can you fathom a world where you're not on social media? And it was just like dead eyes, because I don't think people think it's possible to not be on social media. But I think it's the end of everything.
Have you ever been part of a production of something where they said, Christian, really, this would really help if we, had you on social media?
Well, they do think that, and there has been encouragement because it's free marketing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, of course they want us all to be on social media because it's obviously more eyeballs on the production. I've never been tempted from the very beginning, because I'm bad at returning emails, I'm bad at returning texts, and then all of a sudden Facebook showed up and I was like, and now that's another thing that I'm gonna be bad at? Remember when there weren't selfies? And then suddenly there were selfies? That act of selfishness has just enveloped our whole culture. It's very bizarre and phony.
And finally, one last piece of advice for wannabe actors: check your watch.
You don't need to be a superstar. Just be good and nice and prepared and punctual.
We'll end it on that.
That's right. Be punctual.
He wasn't late to your house, was he?
No, he wasn't. No. He's such a great guy. And back to the social media thing. He says he's not missing out. People still send him puppy videos, but he's genuinely concerned about how people can be impacted by social media in a negative way.
You know, I think that it has taken on a life of its own, truly, because, you know, businesses rely on it to push out things. I mean, it is marketing for them, and we need people to be able to absorb that for that to actually work. But yeah, it's a whole different world.
It's something worth stepping back and thinking about.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, and tell us a little bit about his new project with Elton John.
With Elton John. He is starring as televangelist Jim Baker in an upcoming musical about Tammy Faye.
Oh.
Elton John is writing the music. I happen to know that Christian met with Elton John. Might be working very closely with him, but I've seen a picture of Elton John and Christian.
And Tammy Faye was PTL.
Yes, different PTL.